And welcome back to episode 22, I think. As you can see, I'm finishing the woodworks over here. We just got it all loaded up. Well, not all, there's some left over here. But we should get this to the other yard. There we go, we just put it in the sawmill and we progress to the next day. Because I don't like to work in the dark tonight. 9 o'clock should be fine. And since it's a new day, it's a production check first. Probably will need some olives in the oil production. Let's have a check. It's a perfect day. First the sawmill. We chopped it up yesterday. There's still some wood left, not much, but look at all those products. There must be 150,000 in there. Got a lot of pallets of sunflower oil. It's running perfect. Well, get these pallets into the oil production. At least 2. Yeah, at least 2. Olives are almost gone. And it's December, so it's the best price for silage right now, I think. So this month we will start selling some products, at least the silage, the sawmill products. Because the other thing is, we cannot have too many pallets spawn. Because at a certain point the game will tell you there's too many pallets, you can't spawn anymore. And that's a bigger problem for console players than PC players, because for PC you have the mods you can install to override it. But they said they did it because the game is running slow with all the pallets spawned in the game. And since it's December, our open air garden is covered up. It's not really open air, but that's good. We got a few lettuce pallets. Well, get this sticks out of the way. Because I want to plant this field. For that we need a planter too. Because if we want to do sunflowers, first load up the silage. And there we go, we're all loaded up. I accidentally took one grass bale. That's no problem. We will sell it too. We don't need it right now for the sheep. And if we do, we just make another cut of grass. Well, let's get this over to the selling station. But there's one problem, it has a hill right before it. So I want to upgrade this tractor again. So we get a little bit more horsepower. Sorry, tree planter. Well, first repair it and let us check. It's now the 830. Let me see, 5,000. 29.5 for 850, 45 for 870. I think the 850 will do for now. It should. It's 264 horsepower, and yes we did. It costed us almost 30,000, but it's worth it. This tractor can grow with us. Well, get the silage connected and get over to the bundles of the last house on top of the map. Here we go on the back road. And here we are. This was the hill it had some trouble with last time. But we're accelerating, I see. And if we're going uphill with 25 kilometers an hour, that's good. 20, it's dropping. It's amazing that the other tractor, the John Deere, did manage to get up here. But these are the 38 bale trailers, and I didn't think there was so much last time. The funny thing is, the past me didn't know how to use this trailer. You have to slide off the bales and put them to the ground. So I drive over the sell point and I try to unload, but they're not selling. So I'm wondering. And eventually I figured if I reset the trailer, the bales will fall to the ground. So that's what I did. And then they are sold. The past me wasn't the smartest at that point. And I couldn't see the trailer on the map. Just disconnected. Now I should be able to see it. I reset the trailer. Bales fall to the ground and it's sold. It's a small workaround, but at that time it seemed the best thing to do for me because I didn't know how the trailer worked. You have to put it on unload, then you shift the bales sideways and then you can unload them to the ground. I can also see a pallet of pig food. Yes. The wooden box underneath. And look, there's even chickens in the grass field. They're everywhere. Well, let's get this trailer sold too. And yes, we do it in the same ridiculous way I did it before. But you have to bear with me. Here we are again, going uphill. This will generate a little bit more because it didn't have the grass bale on it. We're already at 75,000, so it's not bad. We can also sell the sawmill products today. And I do like the view on this map. They made it perfect. Ah, there's still two bales left from the previous visit. I can push them in, I think. Yes, there we go. One full bale and one almost empty. Well, we do the stupid trick again. The only disadvantage is I have my two trailers now stored at the shop. We're at 157,000. So that's an amazing amount of money already. But we're gonna spend some in the future because we also need a planter. I did see there was a planter on offer, but I think there are new planters that are even cheaper. Let's get back. And there we go. We connect the auto load trailer, the small one for the wood products. Well, you've seen this a few times before. I won't comment on it too much. You can just have a look and see what's going on and enjoy the environmental sounds. It's a big lot this time. We'll get the last pallet by hand. I don't have to reverse my tractor. There we go. First sell these planks. And yes, we have to sell the wood chips. But for that we need to buy some belts or augers. Our money is going up. This was 38,000. Yes, almost. Ah, so the previous run was actually better. Here we go with the long planks. It's around the same. These are the beams. Yes. As you can see, all products have different amounts that are in there, but eventually when they sell they're almost around the same amounts. Only the prefab elements were a little bit more. So we're at 313,000. We're getting there. So let's get back to this yard. But first do some landscaping around here. Because the crops growing around my potato production and my washing station is not wanted. So into construction, landscaping. Let's get the gravel. Or is it asphalt? No, it's gravel. Let's get it set to gravel. Concrete, flagstones, forest ground, gravel, there it is. Which one is it? The darker color should be. Yes. And we should put it all around here for sure. I don't know how far behind it. We will have to check. And I can't connect up to the road, that's a shame. Because we don't own the roads. And I cannot paint everywhere. And the potato production is a different color of gravel. Well, it doesn't matter. I like the pallet cart next to the potato production. Small detail. Well, we need to drive around here. I think we need a bigger path up to the road so we can connect from it. Yes, and we can do a little bit of grass on the sides, but you can see the last strip of grass is not possible for us to paint. Well, I don't mind. Looks better already. Can we do it with the small aperture? No. And I think it's time for us to get a planter. Because we want to plant the field with sunflowers. So we can produce some more sunflower oil in the future. So let's head back to the store. top speed. Watch the corner, a little bit late. Well, here we are at the store. Let's see. There is a planter on offer actually, but it's more than we need, and it's 55,000, and I believe there are cheaper ones. Let me have a check. I believe there are the cheap John Deere ones. They're around 15,000 and sufficient for our fields. This one's 12.5k. The other is 10,250. Do we get more? This is a very cheap mod. 4,500, but we want a little bit wider. I think I will go with one of the John Deere's. This one is 100 horsepower, 6 meter working width. It can do fertilizer too. This one doesn't do fertilizer. Let's go for the 10,250 version, the 7,000 planter. Yeah, that will be it. How can we upgrade it now? Capacity, nice. That's the fertilizer tanks, I think. So it's solid fertilizer or liquid. That's cool. Maybe change the color. Well, it looks good. I think this is what we should buy. There we go. Let's do some planting, but first fill it up. Seeds. Where is it? There we go. Do we need more? Yes, we do. Could have bought 2 at once, but I figured I needed more after I bought the first one. And we also need the liquid fertilizer. Yes, we got the tanks. The round cylinders. The square tanks are for solid fertilizer, I believe. So let's get these filled up. But we plowed the field. Should we cultivate it first before we plant? I don't know exactly. Maybe we will cultivate them first. No, it's not the solid. We need the liquid. It's in pallets. Yes. And I should probably get the liftable one. It's a mod that's installed. It's the same product, but then you can lift it by hand. I think I'm way off here. Let's get back. There we go. There it is. Yes. 3,200. Expensive, but worth it. So, let's make a circle. Let's pick it up. And get back to the field. I never worked with this planter, I think. It was called the 7,000 planter. Looks good so far. Since it also does fertilizer in both types. I think I forgot to fill it up with the seed, right? And yes, I think we should cultivate first before using a planter. So we should head back and get a cultivator. Get the tree out of the way. And we'll push it to the other side of the street. Get it out of here. And no, this is not the way to do it. But probably I will be able to, so I will. There we go. Right into the other field. Not my problem for now. Get the sticks out of the way. Hoppa. And yes, we should cultivate it. I don't remember if you can plant it if it's only plowed. Well, maybe you guys know the answer. And there are planters with direct seeding options, I think, but if it's plowed, maybe you can plant it even without a direct seeder. I can't remember. Ah, this field has no data yet. Let's buy it. There we go. That's what I was missing just now, the field info. This one should be renewed, I think, or it doesn't see it as a field anymore. That's weird. Well, let's get back to the store and find ourselves a cultivator. Cultivate this land up before we plant. No, we'll leave the planter here. I was thinking about putting it to the side, but it can stay here till we're done. Well, see you at the store. I think I'll bring the front bucket too, the transport box, so we can pick up some other stuff that's in there. We got some bags over at the store. Do we have some seeds here? I can't remember. The other bags are lime. Is this fertilizer? Yes, it looks like it. Well, we can use it in the future. Let's put it over here. Let's check the cultivators. The planter is still there. And cultivators, there we are. We need a decent working with. And what's the horsepower of a tractor? 260 horsepower. This one is 2 something. 7.5 meters. That should be fine. Not too expensive. There we go. We got a cultivator. And a fair size one. Let's get this over to the land and start cultivating. Open up the transport box, or rather close it so the big bags won't fall out and the pallet. There's not much left, but we want to get it home. That's easier for when we want to refill. And the new yard could do with some stuff, because there are no seed bags, fertilizer bags or lime bags over there. It's all in the other yard. Well, this is not going really smooth. I probably jump cut you, but you get my idea. I love the transport box. And there we go. Just around the corner. And I will see you at the new yard. Yes, there we go. Later. And here we are. Let's put all our fertilizer and stuff over here. I don't know what I should call it. Supplies, refills, our stuff we're using on the farm. I don't care. Call it whatever you like. So let's get to work over here. It's a good thing I cut the trees low to the ground, so probably our cultivator will slide right over. But we will have to see. If it's not and it's catching on the stumps, we can just lift it for a brief moment and slide right over it. I hope. Well, get into position. Where should I start? Well, it doesn't really matter, I think. I always like the ground texture after the cultivation. So smooth. This goes very nice. Well, I speed this one up again, and I will see you at the end of the speed up. And here's a bit of an obstacle. We still have the wood trailer left over here and some sticks from the trees. So we have to remove them first before we can finish this job. Well, I put them to the side of the field quick, I think, so we don't have to do a lot of work. Well, they're all on the car right now, on the trailer. It's not a cart. Let's get this out of the way. Always handy to have the John Deere around. And this is a good load of wood. We'll make a lot of good income products in the sawmill. This isn't pulling very fast, so maybe we're gonna switch for the class tractor. Yeah, this will take too long. Switch. There we go. Disconnect. Yes. Let's get this hooked up. And let's get the wood to the sawmill on the other yard. And we will pick up the last sticks and then we can finish the cultivating. Here we are. This goes much easier. And there we go. Then it's already out of the way. But I think this will be something for the next episode. For today, we already made half an hour. So I will see you again next time, and thank you all for watching. Have a great day.